Do not attempt these techniques yourself without consulting a professional. On this episode of The Dog Whisperer.
He has this thing about cars. He loves to chase cars.
He can get killed, and I can get killed. So it's really a very, very dangerous situation.
We are working with a dog who has already accomplished killing. We can't allow 1 second of fixation.
Every time the kids would ride by on the skateboard, something in her becomes unhinged. She just loses it.
No!
When good dogs go bad, there's one man who's their best friend. Cesar Millan.
No dog is too much for me to handle. I rehabilitate dogs, I train people. I am the Dog Whisperer.
We got Buddy about 3 years ago. He was a rescue.
Greg was sold in this picture. He kept going, but honey, look at him, look at him.
We saw his face and we just kind of fell in love.
When we first adopted Buddy, he was very, very skinny.
He was found wandering the streets of South Central LA. He'd been homeless for a long time. He has bite marks all over his legs and his torso, but he's such a sweet dog to people, we just really wanted to give him a chance.
He's a really, really good dog.
He's so sweet and submissive around us. You know, I can flip him over, I can hold him, you know, in my lap like a baby, and he'll just stay there as long as I want him to stay there. He's 60 pounds, but he loves to be a lap dog.
He's just really, really good, except when he's bad. The first time that I remember Buddy attacking another creature, we were out in the backyard, and I looked over under our big tree.
All of a sudden, a squirrel popped his head out behind this tree and said, "Will you be my friend?"
Buddy looked over, and he charged over
and just grabbed him and killed him.
Just ate it.
We went, ah!
And I was so horrified.
That's when we found out that he, you know, has this really sharp prey instinct. He's aggressive to any small animal, pretty much. It's kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. In the past year, it's gotten a lot worse. If we had one wish, it would just be that Buddy could just get along with all creatures.
To avoid more attacks, Kim and Greg looked to dog behavior expert Cesar Millan for a solution.
This is Buddy.
Okay.
He is wonderful with people.
Okay.
But we have a problem with pretty much any other creature. He just has a very, very strong prey instinct.
Because he's part pit bull, you know, that's always a concern just in the back of I don't know as much for you, but in my mind it's like, okay, that's a breed that you don't want to take any chances with.
How long have you owned him?
We've had Buddy for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
From the beginning, do you notice anything, or you just...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes?
Well, from the beginning, the first thing we noticed was that he had separation anxiety horribly. The minute he hears the garage door go up, he just goes crazy. Yeah. And it's still that same anxiety that he had when we'd come home and he was in the crate. It's just now he's not in the crate.
So let me give you the understanding why, in my belief, dogs develop anxiety. One is because they're lacking in exercise. You know, so when the energy accumulates, they don't know what to do with the energy, right? Mm-hmm. Second is when they are their pack leader, the follower is not supposed to go away. He's supposed to tell you where to go. So when you make your own move, he gets anxious because you are going against his program.
So you think that Buddy considers himself to be the pack leader?
Absolutely.
Why is he so submissive to us?
When there's no distraction, when there's no excitement, you can tell the brain what to do. You see it? Because the mind is in a calm state. Mm-hmm. But when the mind is in an excited, dominant state, there's nothing you can do. Pack leader is when you control animal in the outside world. When you control behind walls, of course the animal is behind walls.
Right.
Notice that I'm not talking about body. I'm talking about animal. If you control animal, you control instincts. And what you have in problem is with instincts. You don't have a problem with body.
I see.
Your animal have to be in control of his animal. His animal doesn't believe you're the dominant one. Friendship doesn't equal leadership. It equals love, but doesn't equal leadership. Once you're pack leader, you control instincts and genetics.
Can the both of us be pack leader?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely. You should.
Well, we certainly have the will.
Yes, you do. Obviously, you're a very dedicated human being.
We are very dedicated.
Yeah.
We are.
I'm ready.
Caesar uses a special collar that gives him maximum control over Buddy's behavior. Caesar brings Buddy to meet some special assistants that will help him with his rehabilitation.
Right there. The nose was bringing him towards the animals. At that moment, I touch. At the moment I touch, I broke the concentration. The animals are right here in front of him. Right there, right away. The touch have to be firm. There we go. We can't allow 1 second of fixation. There we go. Already killing the animal. Now we're going to do it my way, not his way. We're asking right now to lay by them and ignore. We're working with a dog who has already accomplished killing. So we can't lose focus on what he's doing. He's working really hard and trying to ignore the scent and the sight of him. We have 4 options in animals: fight, flight, avoidance, and submission. What we have right now is a submissive position with avoidance state of mind. We're just blocking the brain from going to a fight mode. So because the animals are not sensing any challenge from the predator, they can behave calmly, curious, relaxed. This is a very important rabbit. Pack leader have to tell follower that this rabbit is now part of our pack. Now I'm gonna make him come to us. That's right. Right away. And when he's in that good state of mind, we can share affection. Relax. This means tensions to me. This, holding the leg like this is a more relaxed part of the body, but this part is tense. And because of that, that is a symptom. What is best for him is to go into that state of mind, calm, submissive state of mind, and the rabbit to feel safe. That's submission. Let's go.
The whole time in the back of my head, I was thinking, is he really this calm?
I kept thinking, oh, all it'll take is one chomp, and it'll all be over.
See, he's not fixated anymore. That's really good. That's really good. That means he's giving a space to the rabbit.
Amazing.
Wow.
Caesar's next guinea pig is an actual guinea pig.
So right now, we're making the rabbit and we're making the guinea pig the dominant one. That's why we're having the guinea pig and the rabbit in the top of them. And the dog is going to a submissive position. A lot of times, predators, when they hear that, they get into that state like that. But because he's not in a predator mode, this sound is now becoming relaxation. Tail wagging doesn't mean he's happy. A lot of people interpret tail wagging, the dog is really happy. Well, right now, this is just another symptom that tells you I'm ready to strike him. We have to be able to keep everybody in a good state of mind so they can relate with each other. Even though they're different species, we can create same frequency. Look, Buddy's falling asleep with the sound. Oh, look at that, that's nice. This can only happen if you're not nervous. tense, fearful, anxious. Give him a kiss. Oh, that's really kissy, kissy. Nice.
When I saw Buddy with the rabbit and the small animals, first of all, I was amazed. I mean, I really didn't think that that could happen. Because of the way that he's reacted with squirrels and possums, I really didn't think that that was a possibility.
Shoulders up, head up.
Before handing the reins over to Kim, Caesar demonstrates how to be calm and assertive with Buddy.
Go for it.
All right.
Dog whisper time.
Okay, here we go.
But you're not really copying me.
The first time I did it, I was surprised because I thought I was doing what Caesar was doing, and then he said, well...
Notice that I don't hold my shoulders down, and I don't keep my head down in the ground. So be me.
I was really, you know, surprised that I was doing that. I had no idea.
Good dog.
So then the second time, I think I was just focused totally on me, and then I forgot to look at what the dog was doing.
Kim doesn't want to harm anybody. I want her to feel that by her touching Buddy in a physical way, she wasn't harming the body, the mind, the heart, or the spirit. Watch this. By not setting rules, boundaries, limitations is a different way of harming somebody.
Okay, let me try one more time.
Yes, I like that attitude.
The last time I did it, I was able to see the final outcome. I did it with the final goal in mind.
She just have to do that, right? She got the body, right? The body's good, not the mind. That's right. There we go, very good. The head have to be in the ground, that's right. I like that.
I was really proud of him and of me for being able to do it.
How you feel?
I feel great. I mean, it's so amazing. It's really amazing to be sitting here with him like this. It's not something that I would have thought was possible.
Perfect. I hope they saw that working with Mother Nature gave them access to accomplish their goal, to accomplish their dream, to remove this stereotype about a killer dog, a pit bull. You saw that Buddy was able to remove that killer side of him and give you the other side of him. But one thing that I observe is that you have a high level of excitement and anxiety. So before I give you homework in the outside world, you have to take over in the inside world, because you have to accomplish leadership from the moment you go away and the moment you come back. Today is one of those rare cases where I'm not even teaching the owners how to walk the dog from day one. I'm going to be back in 1 week and to practice a little bit more dog psychology. Kim had the light bulb today. You know, maybe next time is Greg. That's going to be a fantastic experience once we accomplish 2 light bulbs in 1 household. Yes.
Bye, Caesar.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
Great. So how things are coming along?
We definitely feel much better since you were here last week. He pays much more attention to us.
That's right. The whole point of our exercise today is for you to master the walk, plus you're going to be able to have 2 dogs on the side. So that intensifies the leadership. So you guys up to the challenge?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys feel great. The energy today is awesome, more empowered, more uplifting, more, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Very good. Very good. You keep them right there. Very good.
Good boy.
Very good. Grab. Very good. There. Yeah. That's right. Very good. You can see a very powerful Greg now. His timing is really good. His energy is really good. You know, he's not questioning, you know. He's really believed what I said. Shoulders up. That's right. There we go. Hold the leash. And Kim, you don't see the fear. You don't see a lot of that anymore. You know, you see a different couple, you know, which is wonderful to observe.
Next up, a big challenge for everybody. Greg, Kim, and Buddy need to run the gauntlet of their neighborhood dogs.
You gotta match the energy, remember? So the correction have to be firm enough. His job is to ignore. See, that walk is tense, so we have to help him to really just pass by like nothing is happening. Very good. That's the one.
That's better.
That's the one I wanted. Walter, it was a pleasure to work with you, mister. You are the epitome of calm submission. See how the dogs are all over the place? When we see an owner with their dogs and the dog is in front of them, that should be a red flag to say, well, I have to avoid this dog.
Now he's already getting excited.
Yeah.
See? Oh, are you all right?
Buddy showed us today that he make mistakes, but if you go back and fix it, he gives you 100%. We're just passing by. Right there, just passing by. So it's just a matter of energy. Right there. Calm, submissive, pack. Calm, submissive, pack. You do it. Give yourself right there. There we go. There we go. You're not keeping him focused on following. Okay. So he's doing this a lot. That's right. That's respect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so very welcome. I mean, we really encountered every dog that we see on a daily basis on that walk. So it was really nice to see how we can help him interact with all of them in the different ways that they are.
This dog will bark like crazy.
Very good.
Here we go.
Come on. We're gonna do this right. Right when he did that, you gotta stop him right there, correct him from that, help him to go all the way to a calm submissive state, then you move. See it, what you're creating? You are helping him to be
lying down.
That's right.
Seeing him sitting by Foxy and seeing her lay down behind the fence, like we've never seen that with the two of them, you know, them just sort of peacefully coexisting. I would never have thought that could happen, so that was really exciting.
It was pretty amazing.
The impact one dog can have to the neighborhood is amazing. What we experience today is a ripple effect when a dog is under control. So one dog created a calm, submissive neighborhood today.
We have always known that Buddy is a great dog, but now that Cesar has given us these tools, we know he will really be able to reach his potential of being a perfect dog.
They really want what is best for the dog, and Buddy deserves it.
We're very proud of you, Buddy.
Yes, we are.
Very proud of you.
You are a smart dog. Oof.
Good boy.
I love it. Teddy is special to me because for myself and for my wife, neither of us grew up with a dog in our homes. And so it was very special to have Teddy as our first dog. And it was like having a child.
Teddy is a bright, energetic prince. He's not anything, he's part prince.
Teddy's full of personality. He's always done tricks. So he loves to play soccer with a basketball. He's very coordinated. If you throw a tennis ball in the air, it's rare that he drops it. He always catches it. Sometimes he does a double jump and almost like a gymnast. He turns upside down and comes up with the ball. In many ways, we feel he's remarkable.
Although 5-year-old Teddy is generally well-behaved, he has one bad habit that is spiraling out of control.
The spinning occurs because he has this thing about cars. He loves to chase cars. We don't know quite why he does that, but he just likes to go after cars. He's on a leash, he can't escape, so he runs around in a circle like a top. He's spinning like a top. He could spin his way into a car So far, it hasn't happened. We've seen some close calls, just a matter of inches.
He can undo his leash, and he can get killed, and I can get killed. So it's really a very, very dangerous situation.
Rhonda and Alan are hoping Cesar Millan can stop their poodle and their lives from spinning out of control.
Oh, hi.
How are you, ma'am?
Hey, nice
Cesar
to
Millan.
meet you.
So good to see you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We have a wonderful standard poodle, and if I can get him to stop spinning like a top, I will be indebted to you the rest of my life.
Just for the spinning?
It sounds like just for the spinning. It's so dangerous. It's a hazard for Teddy and also for myself. Sometimes I think I'm going to choke him. I pull the choke so hard, and then he spins so hard that I don't know how he's breathing. And I'm really afraid that I'm afraid for myself also that I can get hurt.
Yeah, well, that week I'm gonna see it, how you handle the dog, and when do you actually apply discipline, you know, when do you apply calm, assertive energy, what energy are you applying when you are trying to help him? What kind of fun games that he does? What is his chasing? Anything about chasing?
He loves to play with balls. He just loves kicking that ball and playing soccer with it.
Now, can you stop him from playing the game and then ask him to play the game again?
Not easily. You have to actually pick the ball up and put it away from him. And then...
He doesn't back away from the ball?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. That's something you have to learn.
We rescued a second standard poodle, and she's very dominating. And it's okay with him. Like, if she comes by, she'll grab the ball out of his mouth. He'll just drop it. As soon as he sees it, he'll drop it.
So he does drop the ball for her?
Yes.
But not for you guys?
Right.
In her case, she just come close?
And he drops it.
And he grabs it, backs away.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda is not saying, give me the ball. Amanda just claiming the ball.
I think you nailed it. Amanda has a better control of him than we do.
Amanda's physical presence demands.
That's true.
Some people born leaders, some people born followers.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that, as long as you find your position in life.
That's right. So he's certainly not an alpha dog.
No. And he was born this way.
Yeah.
And it's more followers than leaders.
I see.
A pack of dogs is only one pack leader and 7 followers.
Do we have to see ourselves as being part of the pack? In other words, a pack of 4 rather than a pack of 2? 2 humans and 2 dogs?
Yeah, the humans are the dominant one and the dogs are the followers.
Correct. And we have to, that's what we have to learn to enforce.
Yes, you can't control side effects because you're a follower, even though you pay the mortgage.
That's true.
So you have to be dominant energy.
Yeah. In other words, you have to be emphatic.
Yeah.
I mean, the message has to be clear.
Clear. It is no, would you like to do it today, Teddy?
No.
Because they don't use verbal communication. They don't debate with each other. They don't go in a room and say, well, you're going to be CEO, you're going to be treasurer, you're going to be that. No. Meetings are said like this.
It's eye contact.
It's eye contact, body language, energy projection. And then if one of them don't back away from the eye contact, it's a fight. Until one of them pin each other in the ground. That's how they settle meetings.
I'm better at running a business and giving orders to people and having them follow through, because when I do that, I just have a way of defining things in terms of black and white.
That's right.
We're confusing them. We're giving them mixed signals all the time.
That's right. Of course, we're going to go and walk around cars, and so I can show you how to stop this behavior.
Okay.
But I would like to start at home if you don't mind. Let's go. Let's do it. Thank you, guys.
Now you're saying we should be able to go up to him and just stop him from doing this?
Sure.
Yes.
Now, normally, what would you do? What is your style without doing it?
We would normally take the ball away from him.
Which ball? The basketball?
The basketball first, yes, and put it somewhere where he can't reach it. And then he would lose attention and then drop the other ball immediately.
Right.
And that would be the end of it.
He's in his glory. Yes. That's like Amanda coming over. Good boy. Good boy.
Right? So that's just going and claim the ball.
Yeah.
The ball is going to stay there. We're not going to remove him away from it. We're just going to show him that whenever I make the decision to stop the game stops. And then when I bring you the game back, then the games begin. Hey, Mexico against the United States. Mexico against the United States. Mexico, goal! So I show them a different way of allowing the dog to come and play with you, to allow the dog to come and join you in the backyard. So you have access to his brain every time he goes into a behavior that you don't agree with. So if you don't want him to bark to the neighbor's dog, that's because you claim that fence. So if he believes that you're claiming that, he gives it to you. But if you are not claiming that, they won't give it to you.
He's so smart. I guess he got it. He got it.
Got it.
Next, Rhonda and Alan take Caesar and Teddy on a trip to Spin City.
Come on, boy.
Of course, we can't go and block a behavior if we are not being seen as leader.
See what how
Yes,
scary
yes,
that
yes,
is?
yes.
But then I could be holding him. That's just one. He'll spin numerous times.
Yeah,
And you see,
there you
that's,
go.
look at this.
Yeah.
And that one's not. He's. All right, you tell him, boy.
A very fast car went by. That's when Teddy went into a spinning mode, and I saw Rhonda just getting tense, just pulling back right away and holding the dog so the dog doesn't go into the car, which that only intensifies the behavior of a dog. So
Well, you see,
when you correct, how do you correct?
I just stand there. Usually, I'll just stand
We
there.
just usually tug at it and pull it
I'll
and say,
pull it.
no spin.
You pull this way or you pull to the side?
We pull back from the direction he's spinning and say, no spin.
See, he knows he got your energy.
See, I'm not going to let him pay attention to the cars. So I was explaining, even though he's not spinning, he was doing this thing the whole time. Well, that is a good time for you to correct, because that's level 1. And then when he's looking for cars like that, that should be corrected, but he never received a correction in that state of mind.
How do you correct that? What do you do?
Well, in the beginning, right there. Right there.
Now-
Right when he paid attention, he got a correction. I am
Wow.
stopping him at level 1 of a possible
I can't believe this.
reaction.
I
Right?
see.
A lot of people, what they do when they're correcting dog, they go into this, or they do this.
That's me.
They're holding themselves.
Brace myself.
Yes.
Feel like-
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's me.
Yeah. So instead of making a dog become out of balance, the dog becomes more powerful.
Wow. He's still looking like that. He went like that.
Right there. But he's here. So the energy.
Yeah, he's still looking at cars.
That's right, right there.
You almost, okay.
Right there.
It's starting to build again.
That's right.
Oh, gosh.
So they were not able to stop him when he became alert or excited about the car moving. They will wait until level 10, meaning the dog was already going in circles, which to me, a little too late. How do you normally hold the leash?
Like this. I have my hand through here. And then I have...
Whoa. I saw their, their corrections, especially Alan, way too weak. Rhonda, way too tense. Right? So one was too weak, the other was too tense.
And he probably feels that
Look at
tenseness.
it, look at this, right there. That's you. I want you to see yourself. So what do you say, Caesar? So if you correct, you're correcting with tense energy. See, look at the correction.
And he can sense
right
it.
there. These people surrendered to whatever I have to say, and they got it. So that gives a lot of hope, for Teddy. That's right. This is better.
This seems to work.
Caesar, I know I got it. I know it has to happen. I'm going to make it work. I know it. I can do it.
to hear those words.
I feel very empowered. I can't even thank you enough.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really...
How you feel?
See, I feel great.
Yeah?
I really think there were lessons we needed to learn, and you taught them to us.
Excellent. They just have to put the knowledge into practice, what they learned today. The way to pull the leash, the way to hold your shoulders, the way to keep your head up, the way to feel energy. They have to go back into instinct.
We have been practicing the psychology for humans on our dogs, and we haven't been treating them like animals. And if we listen to what he's saying, everything he's saying comes down to an essence of treating the dog as a dog and not a human.
Keeping him as a human is not going to make him balanced. Even though he's a great dog, he's not a human. He's happy being Teddy, the dog, the poodle, the animal. He's happy.
The poodle win! The poodle. There we go, Teddy. Good job.
Matilda, we found through a breeder on the internet, and she was born on my husband's birthday.
She showed me a picture of her online and said she arrives in 8 weeks.
So she was a birthday present to him.
And she showed up in a little crate about the size of a bunny rabbit.
Oh, she was so cute. I mean, she was always very eager to please, very quick to learn. She's actually quite a smart dog.
The fact that she bit your toes with those razor-sharp puppy teeth was a kind of a drawback, but in general, she was a really fun dog.
But as their English Bulldog matured, the Coveneys discovered there was one thing that could drive their sweet puppy to the edge of madness.
There's our buddy. Matilda.
Leo. Every time the kids would ride by on the skateboards, something in her becomes unhinged. She just loses it.
Oh, baby.
And she makes noises like you've never heard a dog make before.
It was like a nervous breakdown. It was the craziest thing. It was like she was trying to talk to you, to tell you, why is that person on that contraption?
Okay.
We thought maybe she was in love with skateboards, and so we bought her one.
I'm thinking, my dog's gonna be that skateboard dog that rides the skateboards, and I can retire off all the performances, you know?
But we quickly had to put it in the garage because she didn't want to ride it. She wanted to flip it over and bite the wheels until her mouth bled and her feet bled. She just looks like a deranged animal when she's actually quite sweet. She's a really sweet girl, so. She's so strong and has such a low center of gravity that we can't control her very easily. Increasingly, it's kept us from going out to having lunch outside at cafes. You never know how she's going to behave. We do fear for Matilda's safety about this problem.
My fear is that she could hurt someone, hurt herself. But I just want her to be able to keep herself safe and keep kids safe, and I don't want her running into the street at a skateboarder. I just want her to be normal, you know?
We want to be good neighbors and have a well-behaved dog.
For some purebred dogs, obsessive behavior can be a sign of natural instinct run amok. Dog behavior expert Cija Milan is curious about getting to the roots of Matilda's misplaced mania.
So how old is she?
2.5.
2.5.
And how long has this behavior been happening?
Since the beginning of puppydom. I was trying to pinpoint the
We
moment.
had a professional skateboarder living in our neighborhood, and so she would spend a lot of time in a picture window, and as he would ride back and forth and doing tricks and popping the board, she would just go nuts and screech from inside the house, and
What did you do when she was at the window doing that behavior? What was your reaction?
Initially we probably laughed.
I laughed.
It was just probably somewhat entertaining because
The short answer is nothing.
We have a case here where the owner saw a behavior earlier and thought it was cute. And then they suffer the consequence later on in life.
you wonder if it's painful to her. You don't know what's going on, but
Did you ever hire a psychic? No. So how can that be pain if the wheels have never hurt her?
the sound.
So early in the conversation, I don't remember who asked you if she can be in the middle, and then you say, I don't think she will be able to cooperate with that. Why?
Well, I didn't think we could wrangle her into a specific spot.
Why not?
She just seems like she wants to sit at the end. I don't know.
She
can make decisions?
Yes, she's very smart. She can decide for herself.
I guess that's right. I guess she does decide.
What it means to me is that you give her access to dominate. So that's the only problem, just the escaper. You don't have anything else.
No. Cats, she'll snarl at a cat.
Well, she looks at cat like sport. Like a squirrel,
And
like you
squirrels.
might like to.
And I wonder
Just share with me the bad things. Just share all of it.
Someone says,
Get it out there.
Just shit it out
someone
there.
says, kitty cat. One time we were walking the other day, and she's sweet. She's like, look, squirrel, you know. But we've had this ongoing debate of squirrel, cat, and that just makes her
I
go.
like her to be
run,
aware
run.
of the names of things.
Yes.
and
What?
She-
The names of things. She knows the names, but I would feel horrible if she ever bit someone's cat or.
You notice you're contradicting yourself, right?
What? That you point the cat out?
Yeah.
That you're telling him to.
To get excited about it, which is already an instinctual side of them to become excited about small creatures. So what I'm
Right.
seeing here is you practicing one thing and you're practicing another thing, right? It's obvious.
Yeah, no, I get uncomfortable when he aggressively pushes her nose down to the ground and makes her submissive. I do feel in some ways like he's being cruel. And
Matilda is, okay, my owner here is practicing something, but he doesn't know how to follow through. That's John. And Mia, she doesn't want to practice anything because she doesn't want to feel mean about it. You know? So it just creates confusion.
You know, I'm not saying we're not going to love Matilda.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying we're going to give Matilda what she needs to become balanced.
Do we have to desensitize her after this to the skateboards, or will it just happen naturally when we happen to come across?
Oh, no. You're going to work on it. Because
Okay,
you're still working on your common sense. What I'm trying to get through you is the simplicity of animal life in order for you to bring peace of mind home, in order for you to bring tranquility, you know, harmony and all that stuff.
We look forward to getting to the bottom of this.
That's right. Well, we're getting to the bottom of this.
Right.
First, Caesar needs to determine the degree of Matilda's fixation.
Hey, she went after the skateboard. Hey, I start touching certain part of the body in order for me to redirect the behavior. He does exactly what a bulldog would do to a bull. Attack, grab the neck, bring him down. But she's redirecting this powerful way of being to a skateboard. Hey. Hey. After I took Matilda in my hands and I started leading her around, I saw that she was listening. So I took advantage of that and I asked my son Calvin to come immediately and start riding the skateboard. We have to take advantage of this right away.
Caesar's two sons often help out in his work, but their safety always comes first. Caesar only allows them near dogs that are completely under his control.
Very good. Look. So right there. Hey. Right, there we go. There we go. Oh. Hey, when you work with aggressive dogs, they're gonna put up a fight before they let you have it. The whole point is to stay there until you accomplish your goal. Come on. There we go. Just a little bitty move have to be corrected. So we're not allowing 1 second of the intention of trying to bite the skateboard. See, at the moment she's about to move forward, you see that my body moves just to redirect her. Hey, you guys, would you like to help us?
Matilda survived a single skateboard test, but can she tolerate 3 boys on wheels at the same time?
There we go, right there. Ready, she's looking, boom, right there, right there. Right when she perk up, her ears, her face, her whole demeanor is changing, right there. There you go, just do it right here. Right there. There you go, that's a good one. Hey, there, oh, that's a good one, Calvin.
Caesar believes Matilda must be disciplined when confronting the object of her obsession in order to change her behavior.
Very good. So she doesn't make a mistake, no correction. There we go, no correction. She's doing it on her own. Only when she makes a mistake. There we go, that's her. Right there. See, she's paying attention too much. Right away, snap her out of it. There we go. That's right. It's pretty overwhelming, but this is how I create rehabilitation. Come on, Calvin, do that to the wheel so we can, hey. Discipline is discipline, it doesn't matter how it comes. Can be a leash, can be a top, can be whatever.
And consistent discipline, says Caesar, must be a family affair.
But if one member of the family is disagreeing with the process, that person blocks the whole equation.
Once the Coveneys see that Matilda's behavior can change, Caesar teaches them how to correct unwanted actions.
Red zone. I want them to see how I hold the leash, when I touch, why that I'm touching that part of the body, and what is that touch is creating in Matilda's mind. So you gotta do this right there, see it? I touch with this feet right there, and she redirects. There we go. There we go. So now you see that she's ignoring the skateboard. Intention, stop it right away.
So you're giving her kind of a firm...
It's a touch. It's just
a touch
it's just for her to get redirected.
Okay.
All right. Action. Right there. Slightly. At the intention, yeah. Good. Right there. Over here. Hey.
That's so unbelievable.
So he's tapping her with his...
That's amazing. I mean,
I can't believe
it. All right, that's enough. And then we bring the skateboard over here. Hey, you just put it right here if you don't mind. Hey. The other one. Hey. Hey. No. See, every skateboard she's gonna try to go out. No.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I would ever see Matilda Coveney laying with 3 skateboards upturned in front of her.
I'm kind of stumbling because I'm amazed that what I thought could not be done was done. So.
I think maybe you did slip her something when we were in the house.
Yeah, I did think, Matt, I think there was a shot of something.
There was a tranquilizer gun involved.
Yeah. She's gotta go first.
I'm the problem.
Yeah, I'm glad you're coming along.
Yeah, I'm the problem.
When they're in front of you, they're the dominant one. When they're next to you, behind, they're submissive one. Very good, very good. The reason why I give the dog to Mia instead of John is because Mia requires more common sense practice. See, we need to empower you, as you see, because this gives you access to common sense. Just learn to feel the energy. So you guys got to do this as a team.
Yep.
And you have to let her hold the leash more often so her common sense kicks in more.
It's like this.
There we go. Good job. See, that's good.
That's good for her.
So hopefully today you agree that discipline is good.
Oh, absolutely.
The discipline gives you access to balance.
It's not just bulldogs. That's
I have to acknowledge Mia because she really stepped up to the plate. She listened. She took my positive criticism. There you go. Perfect.
I wasn't asserting control, and I realized that I've been too permissive in my behavior towards Matilda and need to set more boundaries.
You bring it back to the position.
She seems like she definitely, you know, has to fight the impulse, but the progress is there, and now we know what we can do. I mean, he really did give us the tools to fix this and to take that behavior away.
It's great.
One thing about this couple, John and Mia, they already have experience being consistent with Matilda. They just have to do it all over again, not only for a year, for the rest of Matilda's life. Because I know that when a dog is not obsessive, that means he's in peace.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe it. It's amazing.
She was a great dog, and she's going to be a better dog now for this experience. For sure. Yeah.
Yes?
Yep.
I think we have to buy more skateboards. Matilda's much better. We're so thankful. She has really improved. Here we are having coffee, relaxing, not afraid, not fearful of what's coming by, and so she's good.
As far as the skateboard thing goes, she's come a long, long way. When the wheels approach, I just kind of look down at her, and I give her a little sound, give her a little tug, and she seems fine. I mean, it's great. We get to finally enjoy our neighborhood. I mean, you can look around and see this great block, and now we get to spend time outside with our dog on the cafes, and that's what we wanted, and that's what Caesar gave us, so it's great. We're happy with it. You know, she's a great dog, and it's just great to see her improve.
Dogs are like children. They need rules, boundaries, and limitations, right? Buddy, Teddy, and Matilda, they all needed some new rules in their life. And their new pack leaders, Kim and Greg, Buddy is doing great. He's getting along with any small animal, and he's the new role model of his neighborhood. Rhonda and Alan report that as long as they follow through with the correction, Teddy spinning is no longer a problem. John and Mia went on a vacation, which caused Matilda to have a setback. The great news is they're back on track, rehabilitating Matilda every day to overcome her skateboard obsession.
Until next time.
Sit and stay until I get back.